Welcome to a very special episode of Middle Ground Books, the YouTube edition! Yay! I would call this a disclaimer, but it's kind of a... yeah. The YouTube version is missing parts of Lance's Harlequin readings because YouTube can't handle it, and judging by how many of you still refuse to follow the podcast anywhere else, neither can you! That's fine, that's fine. You can make up for it by liking, sharing, and subscribing if you haven't already. And based on the analytics, there's about a 60% chance you, yes you, right now, get your finger out of your nose, haven't. The full reading is on the podcast version that you can stream using the link below. It opens the podcast portal where you can listen there or choose whatever app you actually use to stream podcasts.
Hey there, beautiful. Welcome to Middle Ground Books After Hours.
My name's Megan.
I'm Deborah.
And I'm Lance. And tonight we're going to be talking about the first time you ever fell in love with mayonnaise.
With mayonnaise?
I couldn't leave it. It's just the first time you fell in love.
So I think we're going to be laughing a lot on this episode.
There is a high likelihood.
We're can't take this seriously.
And I talked about, like, as at the store today, people were talking with me about the Harlequin romance episode that we were doing tonight, and I said maybe I would just, like, build a little cipher so that this body part was equal to
like a
rubber duck, and this
a translation key,
cheese grater, and
cheese grater
was station wagon, and just try to
anything.
I looked.
You didn't want to do like eggplant and all of the
eggplant emoji,
I wanted it to be
peach emoji.
Yeah. So I don't know if I can do that.
Okay, first of all, I think we need to back up. Why in the world would we ever do a Harlequin episode, Lance? Because, like, we are about quality literature and telling people about books that they might want to read or check out because they have value or
I don't want to yuck anybody's
interest.
yum. There are a lot of people who like romances.
I'm just saying it's not normally our cup of tea. So why in the world are we doing a Harlequin episode today?
When we had scarcely over 100 subscribers on YouTube, I said if we hit 500 subscribers, I would read a Harlequin romance. And like within a week, we had 600 subscribers to YouTube. So I read the Harlequin romance. It is Harlequin Blaise, number 153, October 2004, by Jeannie London, the Falling In Bed series. INN, Falling In. It's Falling In Bed and Breakfast. Hot Sheets.
So the title of this book is actually Hot Sheets.
Yes.
Okay, so just speaking from experience, those sheets are probably made of satin because satin is the absolute worst fabric to ever make sheets out of.
Why is that?
Because they're hot in the summer and cold in the winter, and they're just awful.
I think there
Never
could
had
be
satin
worse.
sheets, but
I got them at a garage sale because I was like, ooh, satin sheets. That sounds fancy. It's like, no, there was a reason. They were on the garage sale. They're the worst fabric for sheets ever.
all right.
So we will come back to Hot Sheets.
Everyone's waiting with bated breath.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear about this book. Sure, it's great.
So what's going on in the store coming up, darling?
This episode is going to air. So my mystery book club has already happened. We had a great discussion, and we already chose our book for August. You can check it out on our website. We're having an author event coming up, a poetry event on Saturday. That's
Saturday
what's
the
coming
25th
up after
at
this
1
episode.
p.m. We will have a poetry extravaganza with Carrie Moyer and with Julie Baker Brin. And it'll be like a quick draw poetry slam down without a winner. I'm looking for Flintstones push pops. I'm not sure if they're still a thing.
I don't know.
If they're not, you can for sure at least get like orange dreamsicle.
Orange push pops.
Whether they're Flintstones or not.
So why is that important to have at this event?
Because he promised that it would happen.
Oh.
We also are, of course, having our family story time on July 25th at 11 a.m. As always, we would love to have you if you have a child between the ages of 0 and 5. And even if you have a child who's older who just still really enjoys listening to a good story and playing some instruments and singing some songs, you can join us at 11 o'clock. I should say that we are not going to be having a story time the following Saturday, which is August 1st, because we will be going on a vacation. Yay! But you can come on the 25th for story time. And the 26th, which is the last Sunday of the month, we'll be having our Institute for Princess Donut Studies at 5 o'clock.
And we'll be discussing the last book.
Book 8.
Which we just
The
finished.
Parade of Horribles.
So exciting.
Please, if you have read that book, come and join us. That will be at 5 p.m. on Sunday, July 26th.
And this episode did not air on the 25th. It's the 23rd.
Yeah.
Which is the day of my book club.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's that going to be about, Megan?
The Spear Cuts Through Water by Simon Jimenez. And that is the book we're going to be discussing.
Tonight.
Yes, tonight at book club, the 23rd at 5:30. I'm really interested to hear what people thought of this book. I actually just have like a couple chapters left before I'm done, but it's been quite an experience. So I'm excited to talk about it with people.
All right. So do I just get right into this?
I mean, we could talk about romance as a genre briefly if you wanted to, or you can jump into it. It's your show, sir.
So
You're going to read from it. Oh, no. Okay.
dear.
Get ready.
Dale Emerson noticed the lovely Laura as soon as he walked through Falling in Bed's front door. She stood showcased in the open area that led to the promenade, breathtaking, her suit hinting at the sleek curves hidden beneath its tailored lines. Not to mention showing off a great pair of legs. Her gaze lingered over him as if she'd been waiting for his arrival, as though she somehow knew he hadn't been able to get her out of his head in the months since he'd left Niagara Falls. Laura. What was it about her? Dale couldn't answer the question. Damn it. He only knew his own gaze lingered as if he'd been waiting every day of the last month to see her. As always, she wore her long hair swept back in an elaborate French braid that hung heavily down her back. He'd had fantasies about unraveling.
Okay, wait.
Gross. Okay.
Okay, until you said that something about her white blonde hair, I was imagining her brunette, and then it was like pushing. Like when you like have a picture in your brain, and then there's something like flips it around.
No, I agree. But it's like, wait a minute, that's not how I
What?
was
She's
picturing
a blonde? What? No. If she's sexy, she's a brunette.
I mean,
But
Wow.
that's just my opinion. I like my men tall, dark, and handsome. Like women, that's different. I don't generally fantasize about women.
well, the thing you can't know about our story is that our lead male, Dale Emerson, Dale, is a bad boy.
Okay, what makes him a bad boy?
So,
A neck tattoo.
No. He's an engineer.
He's a bad boy engineer. He's a criminal. Wow.
Dale, the bad boy engineer.
Yeah, no, I'm not buying it.
Okay, because we want a guy who's a bad boy, but who can support us financially. Like we can't get excited about somebody who's like a bum on the street.
Yeah, no.
It makes sense. He's got to be powerful. He's got to be powerful.
Yeah. That's so.
An engineer.
The reason I read
Sexy
just this.
engineers.
Is that a song? Like, what are you talking about?
It is now. I make up songs all the time because I'm a stupid girl. Stupid girl.
Hopefully, you guys are aware of that. Ron, can you just put "Making Fiends" in the in
link
the
to Making
comments?
Fiends.
In the
Like-
comments, please do so they understand our reference of me making up songs and Megan calling me
A stupid girl.
Oh, yeah, sure, okay. So, Making Fiends was a 2008 dark comedy cartoon created by Amy Winfrey and produced by Nickelodeon Animation Studio for Nicktoons Network. It followed Vendetta, a gloomy girl who creates monsters called fiends, and Charlotte, the relentlessly cheerful girl that she cannot get rid of. Vendetta tends to respond to Charlotte's questions and comments with, "You stupid girl," which is what Debbie, Megan, and Lance are all referencing. Making Fiends is the kind of show you can forget existed for nearly a decade, only for someone to mention it and suddenly you realize you remember far more than you should. Between you and me, I'm convinced that it was one of the several government subliminal messaging programs aimed at children. It's the equivalent of me saying butterfly in the sky or conjunction junction. Anyway, don't look it up until this episode's over.
We're going to cosplay as Vendetta and
Charlotte.
And we're figuring
I'm
out.
going to be Hamster.
Yeah, Hauser is going to be Hamster.
I'm going to sweat to death.
Maybe some of you can like and comment and tell us about, okay, how can we
Have you
build-
ever heard of the show Making Fiends? Did you ever watch it? It's like 1 season long.
You should watch it, but help us know how to make a hamster costume. For
So
certain.
anyway, getting back to Dale, our bad boy engineering.
Trying to turn away from
Yeah, we're like, we don't want to talk about this book.
Dale, the bad boy engineer.
So how is he bad?
What's so bad about this
he
engineer
had
fellow?
he's a heartbreaker.
Oh,
He's tall,
as
dark,
so many
and
engineers
handsome.
Oh,
are.
good. He is tall, dark,
He
and
is
handsome,
totally
as all
tall,
male leads
dark,
ought
and-
to be.
and handsome, and worked to renovate this bed and breakfast, the Falling In bed and breakfast.
Okay.
He worked as the engineer for 2 years, and he and Laura, the lead, they flirted back and forth for that entire
course,
2
gotta
years.
build up that
and he
romantic
asked her
tension.
out, and she just rejected him, shot him down because
Because why?
She wasn't looking. She knew what she wanted in a man, and it wasn't some bad boy heartbreaker engineer. Because
Okay.
for those 2 years,
He's got a steady job. He's smart. He's tall, dark, and handsome.
he only dated girls in other towns outside of Niagara Falls,
He's a player.
not Viagra Falls.
Interesting connection. Interesting.
He only dated girls in other places, and somehow there is a cell phone. Like, it's 2004. There are cell phones,
Yes,
but
for sure.
somehow Laura managed to be in touch with his exes, who talked about this guy's sexual prowess. I guess
dear.
Brother.
Okay, do women actually talk about this with one another?
that
Yes,
was my
probably.
question. That really?
I would say so.
Girls talk with their love interests' exes. Why would you do that?
If you like see that if he's trouble, if he's a bad boy, they could be like, look out for this dude. He's bad news.
Okay.
They're
In
looking.
2004, like, was
I don't
there a
know.
Yelp for engineers? Like, watch out for Dale.
I don't know, dude. At that point, I would have not been in this sort of situation. I was in high school. Okay. I was not reading these books, and I was not dating engineers. So
I mean, like, I think I didn't even have a YouTube account until maybe 2005.
yeah, I
Like,
don't know how she
honestly.
would have reached.
I mean, sorry, I'm saying a Facebook account
Yeah.
until 2005.
Yeah. Well,
Like, how would she have gotten in contact with his exes?
maybe she knew them. Like there was some like.
Okay,
it's
well,
a
anyway.
smaller town. Like maybe she. I don't know. They
We
knew. I don't know.
are skeptical about the premise, but the premise is
There's
she
some
has
plot holes here, for
communicated
sure.
with them, and they have
And
said,
they said, as a stud muffin, and she actually describes him as a stud muffin.
Really? Ugh.
Like,
She
5
says
on
that?
5 would recommend for like. Yeah, I'm not gonna say.
Okay, but to be
what
fair,
she
I feel
said.
like in the
like in
late-
terms of his prowess, like she gave numbers.
I feel like,
Like-
in the late 90s and early 2000s, people did say that. Like,
Stud muffin.
yeah,
That's so stupid.
it is. It is.
So
but it
corny.
it was thrown around.
But I'm just thinking, like, in terms of describing a love interest, there was Delvers LLC. The description.
Okay, wait. You
by-
haven't explained what Delvers LLC is.
Delvers LLC is a lit RPG book that I talked about some time ago. It's an okay read. It's a decent story. It's kind of sophomoric in places. But the description of the women by the male author is a little bit painful in terms of the women's motivations and stuff. Very much felt like it was written by a dude.
So you're saying that he did not do a good job of developing his female characters.
I didn't really feel like their internal dialogue necessarily rang real true. And I'm wondering about this too. I am not sure.
So you didn't think this female author wrote the male characters very well?
I'm not real sure. Like,
I mean, you would know you are a man.
But I'm not all men. I'm just.
Are you a man? Yes.
Just
actually,
one man.
You are.
Yes.
Yes, you are a man.
Be more constructive with your criticism. Yeah.
Okay, and again, in the comments, we need Flight of the Conchords.
So Flight of the Conchords was a New Zealand comedy duo made up of Brent McKenzie and Jermaine Clement, later adapted into an HBO series about fictional versions of themselves failing to build a music career in New York. I have no idea about this one, but be more constructive with your criticism comes from their song Hippopotamus vs. Rhinoceros, where Brett asks rival rappers to explain exactly why his rhymes are supposedly quote-unquote sissy. Yeah. Wow, you got me twice this time.
People get our weird references.
So, and here's where I would say, so Dale, the bad boy engineer, has brought...
I mean, to be fair, it is a very... Well, no, it's not. Never mind.
Monique.
Dale can be a girl name, too, so...
Monique.
Who's Monique?
Who is like a supermodel.
I thought it was Laura.
Arm. No, he brought a date with him to this grand opening thing for the bed and breakfast inn.
That Laura manages or /owns.
Yes, she is, and they have, as a company, it's cool that the employees actually own the bed and breakfast inn that is a romance establishment, not a singles joint and not a sex shop.
It's a couple's getaway spot.
So he and his date for this weekend that he has just convinced to come there as a favor.
Okay, apparently she did not get the clue in from his exes like Laura did. Poor Monique.
Guess not. She just doesn't have the connections that Laura has, I guess.
So she delivered all this with such a straight face that Dale could only stare. She'd obviously lost her mind in the time he'd been gone, which surprised him since Annabelle was the most normal member of the falling in-bed staff, the sole exception of the new sanity-loving assistant general manager. Yeah, he says, just put us in the third-floor guest room, and then Annabelle continues, a guest room, Dale? You know you get better than that. You're practically one of the staff. You get nothing but VIP treatment around here. Excuse me, ma'am, Monique said, emphasis on the ma'am and the age difference, and that must indicate dementia.
Oh my God.
Yes, and it goes on and on.
Sounds like a quality establishment.
In fact, Dale, we just received a shipment of... Did you want to go for the waxworks room and take the chance the reservation cancels?
Your favorite.
Hot wax? Chains and... Monique demanded on rising crescendo that not only drowned him out, but drew the attention of the desk clerks, the long-haired guests, and the assistant GM. Dale told me this bed and breakfast was called Falling In, not the Pervert's Palace. And then Annabelle goes on and calls the place a bordello.
That seems very judgy, Monique.
Yeah.
Like, just because you're into some interesting things does not mean you're a pervert.
Just means that Monique is vanilla.
Yeah, Monique is Monique. He needs to dump Monique because she's boring.
Lame.
And we have Dale to thank for our newest addition. He is the architect who designed the bedding wing with 5 floors of sexy suites like the Motel.
Oh my.
Lord. So
she's not only saying they have all this stuff, she's laying the blame securely.
But it's Dale's idea.
Yes. And then Monique says, pervert. I'd walk back to California before I sat on a flight with you.
Oh my.
And then, and this whole thing was actually a setup because Annabelle is being Laura's wing girl. Is that a thing?
I mean, wingman. I don't know. I think for women, it's just your bestie.
Just your girl. She's your girl.
Yeah.
She's got your back.
Your maybe.
Yeah, okay, you're going to have to...
I'm just saying.
This whole episode is not going to be appropriate
Yeah,
for children.
you
You're talking
know.
about three for God's sake.
Yeah, I mean, like, you're going to make him... Yeah,
Bleep
I
all
think
that
that's
out.
worse than me saying she's your... Sorry.
So anyway, that was all made up, and Annabelle just made that stuff to make Monique go away.
Well, it seems like it
And-
worked.
Because she knew that she was lame.
And then the whole, like, the early on point for the whole book is basically many chapters of just
Like
where,
the whole book.
like, no, like it's like probably from about page 40 somewhere in there to like in the hundreds somewhere. It's pretty much just every chapter is a new thing.
Is it all between Dale and Laura, or there's other partners?
No, it's all
mixed in?
it's all Dale and Laura. But the whole
I
thing,
mean, after that intro, that seems pretty tame.
and then from like all the stuff, it suddenly becomes like a Nick Sparks movie, or
Like a sweet little romance.
yeah, and
A
then
cute
you know,
little romance.
Dale
I mean,
can
it might-
stop being the heartbreaking engineer that he has
He's
been.
going to settle down with Laura.
And he's just gonna,
Because this is so good.
yeah.
Like, there's no, like, actual relationship building or...
Well, this is so good, and then he decides she could be the right one.
I mean, he
And-
has been fascinated with her. It said so in the first
And,
chapter.
yeah, and her little note says, "I haven't been able to get you off my mind." And so the whole point of this has been she's planning on having a 3-week fling with him during the grand opening for the thing, so that she can then forget about him and move on. And
But then she doesn't move on and they fall in love.
And then
Not because... like, seriously, like, that's the whole plot.
he works out to go and like meet her parents and solve the big familiar problem between Laura's mom and her sister, and then Laura's cousins, who have, it's kind of like Mean Girls. They're the bullies, and so of course
He's going to solve her problems and then they'll...
yeah,
And then she'll decide he's the
together.
keeper.
yeah, and it's just.
And it sounds like it didn't convince you. You're like, yeah. I'm thinking you were not loving it.
I powered through this one.
He did it for you, subscribers, and we thank you for subscribing to our channel. We are now, I just checked, at 645 subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah, thank you guys
And
for subscribing.
if we get it up to 1,000, Megan will read all the spicy scenes and we'll interpose rubber duck cheese grater lawnmower.
No.
Okay, no, because you are the one who said you would do this. You can't volunteer her.
No.
If she wants to make some goal for 1,000 subscribers to inspire people, she can do that. Anything, Megan?
Nope.
Oh. So only Sir is willing to do self-sacrifice for the sake of the
I mean,
cause.
do you have an idea of what you would
Let
do?
me think about it. I'll think about it.
One thing that is kind of cool, like in the middle, like around 100 and 105, 106, somewhere in there, they've had this, great sex, in quotes. I'm not going to mention any of the numbers or any of the specifics, but he like ducks out.
He's
while
like, yeah, whatever.
Laura
That's
is
not
us.
great.
He ducks out.
Oh,
I'm just saying 50% is not great. Maybe as a batting average, 50% is great. But
anyway.
he ducks out while Laura's asleep, and he goes to a bar, and he talks to this old bartender. And the old bartender, like, they must have found this guy somewhere. He was like an old, like, his wife had passed away, and he's like an old grandfather figure at the bar.
to give him advice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's
it's...
strange.
And was also written by this female author who's
Like,
probably did a
usually-
terrible job writing this.
Who has evidently never been in a bar before.
No, because bartenders are there to be like attractive to make. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. Never mind.
Oh, I mean, there could be someone. Like, if he owns the establishment.
Who's the
he's-
guy who says diabetes?
Oh,
Oh, the
In the
guy with
commercial
the,
about-
like
Yeah, what's his
the
name?
oatmeal ads.
Yeah, what's his name?
I don't
If John
know.
were here, he could
He'd
tell
know.
you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I should
like
know, but
that guy. I don't see him being a bartender at a romance spot. Like,
yeah, okay. That's fair.
and also just if you're at a bar, like that's not normally. You don't typically have the grandfather figure behind the bar.
Not usually, no.
But yeah,
Wilford Brimley.
that's who it is.
Wilford.
You
Oatmeal.
imagined him like Wilford Brimley.
Maybe a little bit, but no, Wilford Brimley would be more at home behind a bar. Just because, yeah, that was his life.
Are you going to read us another passage?
Please don't.
I can hardly wait. Oh.
So I just realized I did not actually completely finish, but I did because it's a preview for the next book with the uptight general manager and the cousin of Laura. Who
So it
suddenly
goes on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
The story continues in volume 100,
No, it's like 54.
154. Oh my gosh.
I'm going to read the last paragraph.
This is volume 153,
well, yeah,
Megan.
because don't they like release a bunch of like
But
every
now,
month?
as he held the right woman in his arms, crooning a stanza of an old 70s tune in her ear, he wasn't sorry.
Ooh.
Not even Laura laughed, that silvery laugh, and smiled a smile meant only for him. I didn't know you could sing, Dale. There are lots of things you don't know about me. And now that we'll be together, think how much fun we're going to have finding out about each other. She rested her cheek against his shoulder, closed her eyes, and exhaled a satisfied sigh. Can't wait. Me either. And he meant it.
The end.
So touching.
Roll credits. So what have you been reading, Debbie?
So I finished The Lost Bookshop by Evie Woods. It was really, really good. I highly recommend it. I talked about the villainous bit, and oh my goodness, the villainy. But there's also, it's like magical realism and very, very enjoyable. So highly recommend Lost Bookshop. I also finished Whistler by Ann Patchett. It was released in June. I also highly recommend that one. I hadn't read any books by Ann Patchett before, but several of our regular customers who I respect had recommended her and said they enjoyed her books. So I did enjoy that one very much. And we talked about it on a previous podcast as one of the new releases that was coming out. And I said that the description sounded really creepy.
Right.
But it wasn't at all creepy.
Oh, good.
They couldn't really say more than that without giving it away.
Okay.
But it is a very good story, especially if you enjoy family dramas. And yeah, it was really good. What else? Oh, of course, we finished The Parade of Horribles. And right now I am listening to an audiobook. I can't, for the life of me, I can't keep the name and author straight. Megan, what's the name of the book I'm listening to?
Thistlemarsh?
No, I finished that.
Oh.
The Names of a Hare by
Oh.
Bernice Berry.
I don't
And
remember.
it's like set in the end of the 16th, beginning of the 17th century in Great Britain about witchcraft. And actually, it's not about witchcraft. It's about this girl who, I think from the description, she's on the autism spectrum. And
is
so
accused
she's just
of witchcraft.
like different than everybody else. And she learns from different older women in her life about traditional remedies and cures and things like that. And so, yeah, she gets accused of witchcraft and murder and all this stuff and that she didn't do. And it's been a really interesting story so far and makes me think a lot about the people who are different somehow and how our cultures respond to them.
So The Lost Bookshop was a food item.
Like, do you remember those things that it's like a chocolate egg and then you pour hot water on it and it like opens up and it makes cocoa and something?
Yeah,
You
it's
know
like
what
a
I'm talking
cocoa
about?
ball.
Yeah, it's like that. It's like it opens up this cool surprise.
Okay, and what about the name of the rabbit?
No, it's the names. It's plural.
The names.
names of a hare, I believe. The Names of a Hare. Something that's misjudged. Like something that on the outside looks weird, but then you try it and you're like, oh, that's actually really good. What would that be in a food item? I can think of lots of things that seem like they're going to be good, and then you try it and you're like, oh, that was gross. But it's the other way around. Like something that you look at it and think, that looks kind of...
Lengua?
No, because that is gross.
She didn't like lingua.
I
did.
not enjoy eating cow tongue. Sorry. I don't know. Go on, and I'll keep keep cogitating.
What about you, Megan? What are you reading?
I'm in the middle of several books, and I haven't finished anything. I haven't even finished my book club book. I need to get on that.
So what is the book club book?
A Spear Cuts Through Water.
Oh, that's right. You talked a little
Yeah.
bit about that in the beginning.
Yeah. It's a really unique experience, I will say.
It's set in what era?
It's not set in a real place. It's a
So
fantasy
like
book.
Cincinnati.
No. And
That's a real place.
I've never been there.
no, it's a fantasy world, and yeah, so
Do they
it's
have
not
dragons?
set in
Is it?
I don't believe there are dragons, but there are like other spirits and gods, but there hasn't been a dragon, which is a little disappointing because I mean, the best books have dragons. But well, actually, there's a part where a creature turns into something else, and it doesn't really explain what it is, but it could be a dragon. They don't give a big description of it.
It could also be a fish.
No, they talk about having lots of teeth and scary. Like it's going to eat someone, kind of long-snouted and mini-toothed.
Okay.
So it could be a dragon. I don't know.
You're most of the way through. Is this a recommend?
Yes, but I don't know if I'd recommend it to everybody. It's at first you're going to be extremely confused. So if you can like push through and
What if you're always extremely confused?
I mean that's how I live my life, honestly. But at first you're kind of like the storytelling style of it is very unique. There's lots of different voices that pop up and say things, and you're trying to figure out, okay, what is going on? What are all these like basically these little interjections that it's like there's like a commentary. Like so the story's being told, and then there's like these little interjections like a commentary when you're watching a movie that like, with the like director's commentary on. That's like the best way I can describe it. But yeah, and then but it becomes a little more clear as you go what's going on and what those little interjections are. There's a lot of grisly and gruesome things that happen in this book.
So if it was a food item.
Please don't ask me that. A, it's going to spoil something, and B, it's gross.
Okay, we can come back to the names of the Hare. I changed my mind. It could be a food that doesn't look good but turns out to be good, but it could also be an herbal remedy.
Oh,
because that's like a big part of the
Like
book.
ketchup.
No, like some kind of tea that helps relieve headache, or some kind of tincture that you put on yourself to relieve a rash. Or
Like vinegar.
I mean, yeah, vinegar has a lot of
Vinegar
medicinal uses.
Just ask my mom. Vinegar can do like everything.
And she also believes in echinacea, all kinds of other things that, I mean, like, honestly, I really think it's good how today we're going back to some of these traditional things like that, like the things that she's describing. I'm like, yeah, people do that today. But then you were considered a witch if you could cure people and fix things that the surgeon could not, you know?
So, thanks so much for hanging out with us. I hope it wasn't as painful for you as it was for me with the whole Harlequin. I feel a little bad that I didn't really get into the nitty and the gritty.
I don't think anyone needs to hear you
I gave you
narrate
kinda
the whole
some of
thing.
the-
You know, if anyone really needs that, just go pick up any Harlequin and open it about 3/4 of the way through, and you will find what you're looking for.
And this is the thing, like, I didn't think I understood girls before. Understood. Wow, I just said understood. I have just completely reverted to, like, 4th grade.
No, more like, toddler.
Yeah.
I understanded you.
I don't understand girls. And now, after reading this book, I know I don't understand girls. Because this doesn't seem like girls that I know.
Thank you for that. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you.
So, do check us out on the socials. What are our handles, Megan?
at Middle Ground Books.
And where can they find that?
They can find us on YouTube. They can find us on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok.
Our website,
And our website
middlegroundbooks.com.
is middlegroundbooks.com. And we also have a MySpace that has nothing on it.
I love
Because
that.
Lance insisted we needed a MySpace. That's nothing to see there, but okay, we do have it.
So until next time.
We'll meet you in the middle.
Hello, book lovers. This is Deborah from Middle Ground Books. You've been listening to Middle Ground Books After Hours, recorded here in Emporia, Kansas with Lance, Megan, and me. Come to Middle Ground Books to meet your friends, find your next great read, or help a child discover the wonder of imagination. Middle Ground Books After Hours is produced and remotely engineered by Cosmic Atom Sound Studios, producing the vision and making it sound. Cosmic Atom Sound Studios. Let's come together and build something new. We're so glad you spent this time with us after hours. Goodbye until next time when we meet you in the middle.